time for me to do a segment, bragging. So, Rachel C. Abrams says the following. This is from the New York Times. New. Staffers at One America News, the misinformation peddling outlet favored by Trump, don't think their own stories are true and are cheering on lawsuits against the owners. One producer regarding the Capitol riot, quote, "That's what happens when people listen to us." Well, hot damn. I called this one. Now, I didn't get all of the details right because I think I said it was Newsmax and it was with Greg Kelly. But in the segment on the Newsmax one, I think I said, I threw One American News in there also, and I said, I really don't think they believe what they're saying. And the reason why I think this is noteworthy is because my general instinct is the opposite. So in other words, I tend to take people at their word when they make arguments about their beliefs. So somebody tells me what they believe. I would need a lot of evidence, proof even, for me to say, I think you're lying. I don't think you actually believe that. I think you're just saying it even though you believe something else. I think the default assumptions, Occam's razor, is that generally speaking, take people at their word. So in other words, I don't malign motives unless there's really solid evidence and reason to do it. But I had this hunch when it came to Newsmax, Greg Kelly, and One American News Network, because they were saying things that were so absurd and so over the top and so insane and pushing stop the steal and pushing fraudulent election. And their argument was so weak. Their arguments were so weak that I was like, they don't fucking believe they don't believe it. They don't believe it. I struggle to think that they believe it. These are all polished people and finely pressed suits and nice dresses and, you know, they look like professionals and they all probably went to elite schools and they're out there peddling this nonsense. They saw the numbers. They saw there were like over 60 lawsuits and Trump's team lost nearly every single one of them. They knew it wasn't real. They knew Biden won the election. They knew it was fair. They knew. But they went all in with it. And so I had a hunch because it was just it's one of those conspiracies. Some conspiracies seem plausible. Some conspiracies are true, if we're being honest here. But some conspiracies are untrue but sound plausible. And then there's conspiracies that are just like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And that was the stop the steal shit. And so I had this hunch that the people on Newsmax and One American News Networks don't believe their shit. They're just saying it because they found a lane. The lane is we're going to go to the right of Fox News. But they put all their eggs in that basket. And then when it was proven that, you know, Trump wasn't going to get back in office, which is what a lot of QAnon people were saying, where'd the audience go? They went, oh, all right, I guess I'll go back to Fox News because at least they told me the truth about that. So it was temporary. It was a shot of adrenaline. It went away quickly. But these people know behind the scenes, they're talking to each other like, man, can't believe anybody believes the shit we say. Exactly. I told you, I don't know how I knew, but I had a hunch because it was just such extreme bullshit that it seemed like they didn't even really believe it. And now we know they don't believe it.